Welcome to Tears Over Beers. Another tier list coming at you, the interwebs.
Brothers 5 Gaming is actually giving you a gaming video this time.
This is a gaming tier list. Gaming tier list. And this is Zelda items. Items from Zelda games, which we have an extensive history of playing Zelda games on this channel particularly.
We do. We like Zelda. So.
As to say, we play other games. We do, but... And primarily, Zelda has been a great stream for us to put out there.
Yeah. So let's rank these fucking items. We got a bomb first.
Let's go. We're starting with the bomb. I mean...
Classic.
It is a bomb. It's classic. It's been in all the games.
It gets you... Like, you need it. Like, you gotta get through, like, walls and shit.
Now,
probably A.
I'm gonna say... because I'm gonna say, it could be S, but it also hurts you.
It does. So
I think that takes away a little bit.
I could even maybe say B, because you can't actually use it as, like... Except in the original Zelda, you don't really use it as an actual...
Well, I mean, if everyone's watching you, Ryan...
Hey!
You use it quite extensively as a weapon.
Well, accidentally, because I don't know the buttons in Ocarina.
But,
you start with an A.
I'm gonna start with A. Maybe we'll move it down to a B. We'll think about it.
All right. So is this like supposed to be like the light arrow?
This looks like the light, specifically the light arrow bow. Yeah.
I mean, you do need it to kill Ganon in most games, so it's pretty good. But it's also not used that often.
I'm thinking a B.
Yeah.
Because in the games where you can use it outside of the Ganon fight, it's typically pretty powerful. Yeah. Not always more powerful, though. But specifically, like the original and Link to the Past, where it's a silver arrow. Yeah. It does way more damage than the regular one.
Okay.
If it's the other games where it costs magic and it is just slightly more better, I guess it's not really that great. The fire rod or the magic rod?
I'd say, I don't know, based on just...
Now, if you're talking the original game, where there's no magic meter, right?
Yeah.
And you could just use it unlimited.
It's basically just throwing fire.
Pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty great. But in any other game, it usually is a magic draw. So it's not unlimited usage. You're going to save it for when you need it. So, I mean, like... Puzzles, particularly where you have to light torches, or things like Gibdos that take, like, 1,000,000 sword strikes.
Yeah. So you're thinking probably it's like C or B?
I'm thinking like a C.
Okay, fair.
I just think it's like limited use.
Yeah. All right.
Or if some games where you have to like melt ice with it or something.
Yeah.
But it's more annoying that it's like forced to use, like where it's like, oh, if I run out of magic, then I'm fucked.
Yeah.
It's not a great thing.
All right. Lantern.
Yeah.
D.
So, well, hear me out on this.
D.
You're gonna want to put it as D because you find it as useless.
I'll put it on D's nuts.
But if you play a randomized run where you don't have a lantern for a long time, you suddenly realize how much you took the lantern for granted.
But like which Zelda games are we talking about? The original?
Well, actually, the original is more like the candle.
Yeah.
But
it's a candle.
It's a candle, not the lantern. But it's, similar idea. The lantern is more Link to the Past. I want to give it a C.
Lantern.
I want to give it a C. What do you think?
I mean, well, we can put it there to begin with.
Okay. If you're not playing randomized run, it's a D.
Well,
because you get it at the start of the game usually, and it's just if it's dark, then you have a lantern.
It's boring. It's a contrived element to a game. It should be D tier.
Okay, you might convince me. I'm gonna drop it to a D for now. I might change my mind.
Okay,
move it back up.
All right,
but it is contrived. I'll give you that. And it's more like a gimmicky, okay, there's a lantern you get it at the beginning, now it's not dark anymore.
Like, you do need it. Like, you need all these items.
Right, you only take it for granted when you play a run where you don't have it.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
Hover boots.
Pegasus boots.
Oh, I always called them Are they the hover boots in Ocarina?
Oh, so Ocarina, I guess, would be hover, but other games, I think it would be the Pegasus. Okay, so it lets you dash. That's pretty useful.
Is it? But are these the Pegasus or the hover? Maybe
is there not? I don't see another entry, so I think the Pegasus.
Maybe they're a combined one, because hover they're kind of dumb.
So I'd go with the B. Them,
but as the Pegasus, they're pretty good.
B.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fair.
It's useful. It's gets you around faster, but it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flippers. Another contrived thing. It's like, oh, you can't swim, but now you can swim.
Right. It is mad useful to get it, but it's just annoying when you don't have it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with D.
Yeah. Is that the fucking... That's just the thing you get in the Switch version. Or the
tablet?
Yeah. It's just a thing.
I'm glad that fuck.
Yeah.
Because
the fuck.
The fuck, it's not an item that you equip.
Yeah.
Right? In Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, it's just like you have a Nintendo... It's a Nintendo Switch. That is a Nintendo Switch, which is... Maybe S tier, but it's not a Nintendo Switch. It's the fuck.
Right, yeah, it's the fuck.
The shovel.
The fuck, why did you put that on the list? The shovel, I want to put it as D.
Yeah, it's another...
I think it's got its uses, but there's no combat uses.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of a cool item, but it's just whatever.
All right. Now, we got a bunch of swords here. So we've made an S words category, tribute to Celebrity Jeopardy. I just
why are we ranking swords?
Yeah, because I'm gonna throw them all here. Yeah. Let's just.
There's no point in ranking swords.
No, we can't even really tell officially which sword is which here.
Yeah, I think it's the
Kokiri sword.
Yeah. And then, the one to the left, I think that's the Master Sword. Because it's usually has
So
blue
this
on
is a
it.
Kokiri sword, right?
Yeah, I think the Master Sword is the next one. And then I think the one, the swirly one, is, the Zoro one from Breath of the Wild. But why? Or maybe that's the Master Sword, the last one.
Let's go with that order.
Whatever.
And it's whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're not actually... equipable items are just the sword you're using.
All right, is that the mirror shield there?
This looks like just the Hylian shield.
Really? It looks shiny.
It's usually like a...
No, the Hylian's the one next row down in the middle.
Oh,
I think it's the mirror shield.
Because the mirror shield's normally gold and reflective.
It depends on the game, I think. Let's just call it the mirror shield.
So mirror shield, I think, is going to be a B for me. What do you think?
I was thinking C.
C?
It's kind of cool.
It depends on depending on the game, you can reflect things back at enemies.
But it's used so little, isn't it?
It's usually a late game item.
Yeah.
I think C.
And we could do high C? Like high C Ecto Cooler?
Ecto Cooler. So
why is there a mask there? What the fuck is that?
Is that a mask or a shield?
I think that's a mask. That's to fuck.
It's the fuck. Everyone comment, is that a mask or a shield? Maybe we change your position on it.
Either way, the fuck.
Okay, this is Furor's Wind?
To fuck?
I think. I think. Because I think Din's Fire is a different color.
Why is
That's why I call it Din's Fire. Or maybe we'll just say spells in general.
I think it's to fuck.
You think?
Why?
Okay.
Why are we ranking this? It's dumb.
Okay. Hookshot.
Right.
S tier. You want to tell me a compelling reason why the Hookshot is not S tier?
All right. Okay.
It's one of the most fun and useful items.
Yeah.
It typically stuns enemies, weaker enemies. It usually kills them.
All right. It's S tier. Fuck it.
You can see why it wouldn't be.
Iron boots.
Iron boots. In a way, it's contrived to the D list.
Oh, you're right. But I kind of...
It's also useful sometimes, but it's useful in certain situations, usually ice or water situations.
Is it only in Ocarina? Do they have iron boots in other games?
Is it in Majora?
Maybe.
Might be with Snowhead and...
I like them. So like I'm tempted to put them in C, but you're kind of right. Maybe it's like a high D. It's just another contrived thing. Because they're fun to put on. Like I have fun when I put them on, and they're like.
Clunk, 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 now, clunk, 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 one of the greatest things about the 3DS version of Ocarina is that you can hit a button to switch boots instead of going into the menu.
Oh, that is nice.
And one of the things about the PC port that I'm hoping will be soon to the Wii U port that we're playing is in that button binding ability, you can bind the iron boots or boot switching to a button like the 3DS version. It makes it so much easier to do things like the water temple because you have to switch them so often where you can just hit a button instead of going into the menu constantly.
Yeah.
So, in a way, that makes it more of a C item because it's not as annoying to use.
Yeah.
The
hammer.
Now, the hammer in certain games like Ocarina have a more limited use, I feel like.
But it's badass.
It is. It is. And it can kill Dark Link much easier. Yeah. But in, like, Ocarina, it's even more useful. Or, I mean, in Link to the Past versus Ocarina, it's even more useful. Like, it's a slow-to-use item.
Yeah.
But it's more powerful than the Master Sword. Until you power your sword up to the 3rd level,
really?
It's equivalent with like a 3rd level hit on enemies.
You have more experience in Link to the Past than I do.
It's a good item in that sense. Plus, it opens up a lot of the game because there are stakes in the ground that you have to hit with the hammer to move past. So
what are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's a item.
Yeah. I would even not being super knowledgeable about Link to the Past because I'm a weirdo. Even being like more of an Ocarina of Time guy, I still think it's A because it's fucking cool.
It is cool.
Boomerang.
And I do like that Ocarina really shows the scale of how big that hammer is.
Yeah.
Because the sprites in Link to the Past, it's like, oh yeah, it looks like it's a big hammer, but it doesn't look massive like Ocarina. The boomer, I think, is an S tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say S or A.
And I think it's one of the best items typically until you get the hook shot.
It's pretty weak
in most of the games.
It's pretty weak in Ocarina, but
in
other games,
when you're a kid, it serves like a similar purpose in gathering faraway things.
It's just so brief that you get to use it, and then it's just kind of useless.
Because it's like the 3rd dungeon, and then you're like, nah.
But in other games, and especially in fucking...
in Link's Awakening, it's like super OP. In fact,
it's insane.
They reduced how powerful it was for the Switch remake because in the original game, it literally just killed everything.
Oh, can we create an F tier real quick? Now that I see the fucking Deku nut.
Maybe we should.
Make that F tier. Or you can call it the Deku nut. You got a D already in there. Just call it Deku nut
below.
Tier. Deku nut tier. There you go. Deku D's nuts. Deku nuts in both. Okay, yeah. There we go.
That tier is made specifically for the fucking Deku nut.
I fucking hate that thing.
You do. You do hate it.
I hate it with a passion.
It's rarely useful, although I did hear that it's actually useful against those Armos.
Whatever.
Which we didn't know, but that's fine. Whatever. The dried cat shit shield, or the Deku Shield.
I mean, I don't know. D? I mean, it's not as good as the mirror shield.
If we're putting the mirror shield at C, we got to put that at D, right?
It's just a thing. It's like a thing you get and you use it, like whatever.
I'm gonna put it.
It's cool.
It's the height of usefulness when you get it because you didn't have a shield before that, but it's also it's not great to use.
Yeah, I mean technically, like all shields are like they should be higher up because they're like you kind of need them, but
right.
Oh, the
slingshot. Now, I mean, this is kind of Ocarina exclusive, right? You don't really use the slingshot in any other...
Shit, yeah. I guess you're right. I don't know.
So, I mean...
It's like C?
I'd kind of say B. I mean, you don't have the bow, so it's basically the bow when you're a kid.
All right. Yeah. We'll do B because what else we've got in there then? Yeah, it's definitely as good as those.
So I think this would be any kind of gauntlet.
The power gauntlet type things?
Power gauntlet, letting you lift heavier objects.
It's another contrived thing. Like
it is, but I think it's more useful than most of the others.
But it's just like, is it fun to use? It's just like, oh, I've got this now. I can lift things.
Right. It's not. There's no entertaining.
It's just like a roadblock.
It's just like I need this to progress.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which I don't hate about Zelda games. It's like it's a thing that
I think this kind of I'm just gonna say like it's more useful than these things.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's essential, but it's not fun.
Yeah. Oh, the Eye of Truth.
The Eye of Truth is useful, but it's very situational. I think a C.
A C, yeah. It fits in with those C's there.
Yeah.
Oh, the Ocarina.
The Ocarina is extremely useful.
Yeah. And it's kind of fun.
It's kind of fun.
It's interesting.
Do you think like a B?
I kind of think so. A C at worst. Low B. It's
maybe it should be a C.
It's kind of contrived. But
actually, you know what? I'm gonna move it up to a B because in Link to the Past, the Ocarina lets you warp around the map.
And I
mean, they kind of did that with Ocarina, where it used it to warp to locations, but you had to put in the song to do so. Whereas in Link to the Past, it's like you just play the Ocarina, the duck picks you up, and then you pick where you want to go.
Yeah.
And I think it's not essential, but it's a huge time saver.
All right.
So.
And what the fuck is that thing?
I'm glad we're in agreement with that. I'm going to take a closer look.
I think that's something from some game.
Some kind of... Oh, you know what that is? That's the beetle from Skyward Sword.
Oh, that thing was kind of fun.
It's some people.
The scarab.
Some people really hate it.
The scarab?
Yeah.
Oh,
some people really don't. They're fucking scarab. I think Aaron Hansen's one of them.
Oh well, I think C at worst.
I'd give it a C.
All right,
I give it a C. I think when I first got it, I was like, "This is kind of fun," and then after using it for a while, I'm like, "This could be better."
Yeah, that's probably fair.
The bug catching net.
Like
it's kind of a C.
Except you can use it to fight Ganon.
It's kind of a B. Because you can use it to fight. You can't catch fairies without it. In Link to the Past.
Yeah, in Link to the Past, yeah.
And that's pretty essential.
Alright, so what are you thinking? C or
B? I'm thinking B just because of that.
Alright.
Because it's like... In other games, you can just swing the bottle at the fairies, but... You can't get any fairies without it. That really hampers your playthrough.
Okay. What the fuck are these things? Oh, I vaguely remember these things. They were like...
Oh, I know what they are. They're the Mogu Claws, right?
What did they do?
Let you dig.
Oh, they were kind of interesting.
They're interesting, but I feel like they're a C.
Low C, along with the scarab.
Yeah. They're useful for situations.
Yeah. And then you got the harp.
Like this, actually...
What? C-sit?
They're C/situational items.
Okay.
And then the D/contrived.
Okay, yeah. Those are words we're using. Okay, so the harp. That was from... what game was that from? Be useful and helpful. Useful, great, and badass?
I think S would be...
Well, the hammer, though. The hammer's badass. I think it's...
Yeah, you're right. Great
or badass. And badass? And
badass.
There we go.
And then S is amazing.
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so
now we're solid. Harp. The harp.
What was that from? Was that Skyward?
You know what I feel?
The fuck?
I feel it's going in other bullshit.
Not even a defuck. Into other... Damn, that's harsh. All right.
Well, this is actually ranked higher than the fuck, actually.
I mean, I guess. Okay.
These guys don't get a ranking.
All right. So these were like the hookshot of...
The claw shots? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
The dual claw shots? I'm going to give that an A.
Yeah, they were cool, but they're not...
They're slightly less useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this Hylian shield,
it's just a shield, though. Like...
But I think it should be a B.
Why? It's not as good as the mirror shield, is it?
It's not as good, but you have it for the majority of the game in most games.
I guess. Put it at the bottom of it.
Yeah. I mean, if it's behind the bug catching net,
okay.
Yeah.
But it's just like a thing. I don't know. What the fuck is that?
The gust jar.
What the fuck is that?
Do you remember? Oh, which one was that?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is. What does it do?
Lets you like fly up high. I try to remember exactly why.
Put it into fuck.
I think it's more like a C. I'm thinking C. It's situational.
I don't know what it does, but okay, sure.
We'll look it up after. But yeah. I'm pretty sure it's either a C or a D. You know, let's just put it in D.
All right.
It's contrived. Whatever.
What is this thing?
It's like cloak.
Are those long johns? I don't know what those are. To fuck. They're into fuck.
I think it's a cloak, but I'm trying to think of what use that.
It's crap. To fuck.
It's crap.
We gotta move. We're getting low on time here.
All right. Ball and chain.
That thing was cool as fuck.
I go with that as a badass item, right? It's up there with the hammer.
It might only be truly a B, but it was cool. It was truly badass.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
This is definitely a defuck.
Yeah. Can't tell what the fuck it is.
It's cut off. I don't know what it is. The bow...
S tier. Right?
S tier. It's like one of the most useful things in every game. Like, the only knock against it may be the first game where it costs rupees to use it.
Yeah.
You know? Alright, this is one of your favorites. The spinning top.
I personally thought this thing was a lot of fun to use.
It's very fun.
But
unfortunately, it's limited in use.
Yes. But can we put it at a B? A low B?
We can put it at a B. It's a useful and helpful item, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
that fucking leaf.
Which leaf is this? Is this like the rocks?
It looks like the leaf from the cartoon game. What's it called?
Wind Waker. Lets you like fan and like blow stuff.
I mean, it was useful.
It's useful.
Maybe another B?
Or is it situational?
Maybe I'd put it at... If we're going to put it at a C, I'd put it at a high C. Like Ecto Cooler.
Like Ecto Cooler, yes.
Bottle, S tier.
It does, right? You need those bottles.
You'd think it shouldn't be, but really, you fucking need those bottles.
Yeah. Ice and fire arrows.
Badass. That's A tier.
Yep. The whip.
Oh, that's another one from...
so this is
Wind Waker,
this is
right?
another one that's... No, it's from Twilight Princess.
I think it was in Wind Waker too, though. Because remember, like, you're going up the mountain and you had to, like, swing on the post going up the mountain and shit.
Oh, maybe. I was thinking of the Galactos boss.
Oh, maybe in both.
In Twilight Princess. And it's really cool in that dungeon and that boss, but then you don't really use it that much for the rest of the game, I feel like.
Yeah, like a B or a C?
I'm thinking it's a high C.
Like Ecto Cooler.
Yes. Like Ecto Cooler. That boss fight is one of the best boss fights. If we do a boss ranking, that's going to be up there, I feel like.
All right. And then that's the baton from the Wind Waker. I guess it's not as cool as the ocarina, so probably C.
No, it's not as cool as the ocarina.
Or even maybe down to the harp. Maybe to D's nuts. Or Deku nuts.
I think it's a contrived thing.
Alright, lowest possible.
Lowest possible C, D,
you're
probably...
You're fucking lucky, baton.
You're slightly above a Deku nut.
You almost got fucking D's nuts, but we'll give you a pass here.
Alright. Well, that's the list. Hope you guys like it. Let us know, comment if you disagree. Tell us what some of these defuck things are. I think
we know what
this
the one
is for Roar's Wind, but
and we know the tablet, but it's still.
Yeah, that's just defuck. Why is it on here? But yeah, if you have any more insight or if you vehemently disagree with us, let us know.
All right.
Willing to hear you out. Bye-bye.